Hello all, Havoc here. So in the last episode, we were getting things worked out. We got a quick little episode together for our parking break, and so there it is. I brought the land whale over to a new location. We had collected a ton of uranium. Let's see, we go. Yeah, we're still harvesting, and now we're sitting in a spot where we're collecting magnesium. So what I did was I left the other hammer over there, and I built another one. And so yeah, it's over here. We're out of power right now, so we're waiting for sunlight. And so it destroyed this uranium down here. So you can see there was some uranium down here, but it quickly just extracted all of that. So now it should be over here working on this magnesium. So that's where it's working on now. I came down here, opened it up, and once I opened it, it actually started collecting it. So I should probably do the silicon next. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drive this guy around, and I'll pick this hammer up when we leave. But been driving this guy around to find out where resources are, because it has the large ore detector on there, and kind of taking it from there. So at the end of our last episode, we were talking about where's home. There we go. Check fuel. Okay, got enough to make it over there. So we were talking about building a craft to get up to the top of our tower, actually to get us into orbit. So since we're building our tower to body location. I don't know what that is. I literally logged in and I had a body location. No idea why. Just did. Whoa. Slow down, buddy. Wow. Coming in hot. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know what it is. I logged in and I had a dead body. I had my stuff on me and it was empty, so I don't... No idea. So let's get rid of that. Delete. Okay, deleted it. So I took apart our little ship that we have been using to go around, because I was taking it apart in anticipation of building a craft to go up there with some storage containers and stuff on it. So after doing some research, I think that's going to be a bad idea. I don't want to latch onto this. We don't have a reason to. We just need a craft that we can break orbit with, go into space, and then return safely. So I'm thinking large ion thrusters. From what I've been reading, they work in both large ship, large ion thrusters. So since we're going to be able to transport resources, at least as of right now, we're able to transport resources. This goes almost all the way up to the top now. I spent like 2 hours today working on that, and this is going to take probably, I'm going to guess somewhere between 20 to 30 hours to complete. It's going to be pretty crazy. But yeah, so I was looking at doing is building a large ship craft with large ion thrusters, and we'll use that to get from the top to the bottom. I mean, we'll dock and everything, but I do not think I want to attach it to the actual tower, because if something goes wrong, we hit the tower or something glitches in some way, then we lose the tower and probably our saved game as well. So so I kind of hastily, or quickly beforehand, I guess it's still hastily, without much thought, I dismantled this, expecting to make a craft out of those parts to go that way. But yeah, alas, we're not going to be doing that. So that's why I'm collecting so much resources, because we're going to be building another craft that will be able to go up into break atmo and then come back. My long-term goal, or my overall goal for right now, is to get to orbit and then start heading for the next planet. I really am ready for that part of this process. So that's why I've been working so hard to try to get this tower done so we can get our the rest of the things we need done taken care of. So they said in one of the last patches that asteroids are actually going to spawn much closer now. So I'm really hoping that that's going to be a thing, because I would like to, when we go to the next planet, hope that there's some asteroids that are spawning close to it when we get over there. So, all right. So I think we have some thruster components, but I don't think we'll have enough. We have 82. That is not enough. I think it's like 100 and something each. Looking. You really need a search for in here. That would make life nice and easy. Okay, so there it is. There's the large one. It takes 384 platinum. That doesn't help us. And small. All right. So it takes 960 thruster components for that. How about you? You take 80. I don't think these work in atmosphere. And I really don't want to use hydrogen, because that means we have to stay on top of harvesting ice. And our little ice mine that we have right over here is not as big as I thought it was. We fly over here real quick. I mean, it's this area, but it doesn't appear to be that deep. Over here, we're going to grab some too, because they were already hitting rock on the inside, so. Right. Give me a little guy, there you go. But yeah, I'm not sure how much ice we'd actually be able to harvest in order to get enough hydrogen for multiple craft launches. So that's going to be problematic overall as well. So that's why I really wanted to go with ion thrusters. So might look at some type of modded thruster, because I know our modular thrusters are pretty nice, but they do not work in Atmo. I think there's a hydrogen version of it now, but again, I'm looking for something that works in a different category. So we drop this in here. Oops. And we need to trigger you. Oh wait, no, we need to trigger the timer block. There, better. Okay, so yeah. So right now we're kind of hurting for resources, considering what we have to accomplish. Getting this finished built. I do plan, I think it's, can we? It's too far away. Do you have an antenna on you, dude? I don't remember if we put an antenna on this. Okay, I didn't think we did. But what I plan on doing is trying to put a beacon on this, a repair beacon, and having it finish up the outer blocks so I don't have to carry around all the extra parts. So that's going to be a thing. That'll speed up stuff. Oh, also, the craft that we had atmosphere and small thrusters on, it made it to 3,000 meters before the thruster stopped working. I made it up to 3,000 meters with purely acceleration, but once I got up there, I couldn't gain any more altitude. It would just slowly slip in altitude. It wouldn't actually climb in altitude. All right, so what I can do is this. Yeah, we'll just use this for... Actually, we're going to go here. We're going to use black. Actually, no, black would be a bad color to build with because you guys can't see it. So we'll build with red. So I'm going to take some steel plates, some construction components, some of those, and sure, that'll get us going. So my goal right now is to kind of start the idea for our lander. So let's go ahead and go in. Alright, so we're going to go with some landing gear. What is going on? There we go. Better. Alright. So then we're going to go ahead and build let's do a 5x5, I think will be fine. Alright. And it's not going to let me put more landing gear on here because it's touching in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, that's fine. You guys are getting the idea at least. So what I want to do is I want to put... I'm not going to be using this craft to ferry or to take freight up and down the elevator because this umbilical is going to do that exponentially faster than we can. But I want to be able to come down here, collect resources, or go back up there and collect resources, such as platinum is way more plentiful up there on asteroids than it is down here. So I'd rather be on long haul right now collecting platinum than stuck down here. So in all actuality, this is actually way bigger than it needs to be. Alright, let's try something different. Alright, so what about if we did something like this? Here, here, and here, and here. So if we did this, actually, you know what, if we did this, because we're still going to need things like batteries and such. So we go back to here. Alright, so this will prevent it from falling apart. Of course, I'm rotating it the wrong direction as I go around this. Alright. So now I could do things like take this block out, and put a battery in there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, it's an even number. Of course, I would go and do something like that. So we're gonna have to make this one more taller to make it 5. Take the one out in the middle. And we'll put our favorite connector block in there. And let's grab a container. I think this guy will work really good for this. As it does. And again, we'll put another connector right there. We'll use the nanites. We'll bring the land wheel back to get this all welded up so we can go ahead and work on the concept of this now, and then again use the nanite controller to do the rest of the work. So I'm moving these up so when it comes down and lands it doesn't burn the deck of the ship. So we can put that there. Alright. Oh, because there was a block in the way. Derp. Needed to go away because it was on the way anyway. I was going to get burned out. So I'll put this here. I'm going to take this one out. Okay, so alright, that's where I was thinking about putting it. And we'll take this, and we'll leave that up there. So then we're going to need to put that guy there, and in theory, that guy there. So now it's symmetrical top to bottom. We still need to get in it somewhere. And I'm thinking here, or is that the container? Yeah, that's still the container. So what about where we're sitting right now? All right, so let's do it. I'll put it right there. All right, so actually we need none of that back, so that's all right. So then if we put another one here, go in the other direction. So we can be facing the right direction while trips. I think that'll be helpful, is we don't really want to screw up and get disoriented and crash and burn. So we need to put that thruster back on there, and then there it goes that direction. All right. So yeah, I think this is gonna work. Like I said, we'll give this a go. We'll see how it works in. Oh, you know what we're missing? Power. Did that container go all the way to here? It did. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out this. Small reactor, where are you? Right there. So now we want to make sure it's like that. And put that on top of it, and that's always safe, right? To just put a landing gear on top of your nuclear reactor. So yeah, I'm not sure, because I want to leave that open, so I think that's how that's going to have to be, because I want to be able to get into it. at least get it primed. Once we get it primed, we can go ahead and do something else with it. Maybe we'll put a battery down here on this one after it takes off. So we'll always have power, and then we'll cover that back up afterwards. Put a block on that. Yeah, that'll work. So we got 4 thrusters, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, that could be a thing. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Yeah, I hope this thing works out. If you have ideas or you think there's a better way to go about doing this same task, yeah, feel free to leave comments below. I enjoy reading them and commenting back to you guys. So this is Havoc. Have fun. Keep gaming.